Hey guys, I'm with the Axial Capra, the UTB18, and I made some big upgrades on it. Yesterday I got my $44 front axle to make us four-wheel steering. I got it in from A-Main, and which is awesome. I got it all hooked up and ready to go. And also I hooked up the Hobbywing 1080, the version 2 on this thing. And man, it just barely fit. I actually had to squeeze it in hard, and it just barely bowed one little piece of plastic, one of these little, I'll show you. Right there, you can see the 1080 in there, and that little round, that bar right there my thumb's on, it just barely bowed it out, just a little bit. You can't really tell. It was a tight squeeze. But I got the 1080 in there, and then I got the stock Spectrum S651 on both the front and the rear. It came with that on the front. And what's cool is Horizon Hobby last year had sent me a whole case of these servos. I needed to get parts for my Big Rock, and they sent me a whole case of servos when I just needed, I actually didn't even need a servo. It actually was differentials is what I needed. So they just sent me a case. So I just had it floating around. So got lucky that this Capra has those stock. And now I have 12 of them. I was able to use one right here on this. So pretty nice. And what I did for the controller is I used my radio link, the RC4GS. It's a great controller for all of its functions and abilities, but it's so kind of gawky, kind of big. I don't like the antenna on it. I have a hard time reaching that the thumb steer, to do one-hand steering. So I'm gonna be struggling with you guys when I film this thing. I am on my iPhone, so it might not be as good as footage, but at the same time, I just wanted to hurry up and show you guys what all I did. I just got it set up. I need to tweak out some of the functions a little bit. So I got my trims just about where I want them. And also, I just used one of my extra horns I had floating around for now. That's the stock horn on the front. And that came off of like a Traxxas or something. What I got is I got some Trill horns coming from A-Main, but they won't be here for a couple more days. They're all aluminum, and they're really nice. They're orange, so I figured that would look really good with this, especially it would match my my rims there, my wheels. But let's go ahead and give it a run. Let me know what you think about this little function I did. As you know, the 1080, the Hobbywing 1080, you can plug the program box in it, and you got like 15 different settings. But this, to get to the plug, I would have to rip this whole thing back apart, and that's kind of a pain just to plug the thing in. So what I did is I put an extension right where you plug in the program box, right to the ESC. And I brought it right up to the top here. I'm thinking about, I'm gonna open this box up and I'm gonna drill a hole in the side just enough to fit that wire in there so I can hide this inside this box. But for now, I did this and I put the rubber plug that was on the ESC that was just like a waterproof protector for where you plug in your program box, and I actually put it on the end here to keep any water or any dirt from getting inside of that. So now if I wanna reprogram something, all I gotta do is pull that plug off, plug in my program box right to there, turn the RC on, and bam, I'm ready to program. Super easy to get to, so I don't have to remove anything. So let me know your thoughts on that. Like I said, guys, this is a little storage box or something here. I'm gonna remove those 4 pins here, the screws, and put it down there. I actually tried to put my receiver down in that box, but the receiver for this radio link is just a little bit larger than this box. I don't know why they didn't make this box a little bit bigger. If they did that, we could have used it for a receiver box. It would have been great. Could have made a waterproof receiver box out of it, but now it just don't fit in there. So anyway, okay guys, let me know your thoughts on that one. I was able to wire up all the lights. They do stay on all the time like they originally did. I may put a switch in there to where I can just cut them on and off, since I got plenty of switches on the controller. So I might do that. But for now, we're going to drive it like this. I'm going to put a thumbstick on this, and hopefully that'll help me do some one-handed driving. But let's go ahead and get to rolling, guys. And if you like this video, if you like what I did to this RC, please hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. It does help my channel. And let's get to rolling, guys. I have noticed it's got a little bit higher top speed now with that 1080. Not much. It's not a huge difference. But man, that four-wheel steering is so nice. If I don't wreck it first. That 1080 is pretty much my favorite all-time brushed ESC ever. That's like my go-to ESC. Man, this thing's amazing now. It turns on a dime. And also with that rear wheel steer, it'll help me climb over obstacles, and it'll help me get better grip. If I can't get the rear end over something, I can just turn it a little bit, and it'll help get the tires get better grip. It's really awesome. That's reverse. That's full speed reverse. There's top speed forward. I think it's just barely faster than in stock form. And that's plenty for trailing. Heck, this might end up being my favorite go-to trail truck. It's so small and easy to carry. Now it's four-wheel steer, so it's more capable. And with its portal axles, it's easily my most capable 18th, 1/18 scale, if you want to call it that. But this thing's more capable probably than something like my Remo Hobby, my 10th scale. And speaking of Remo Hobby, I have a really cool Jeep Cherokee, Jeep Comanche body coming for it. It's going to have a cage back and a green and black Jeep Comanche front. Or Cherokee. It looks like a Jeep Cherokee. I think it'll be really nice. Hopefully I can get it all to fit up. I'll shoot a video out on it when I get it and get it hooked up. Should be here in a couple days. Wow, this is just a whole level of awesome. So cool. Just so much more capable. It's more fun. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And if you like us, please, like I said earlier, hit that like button for me. And if you have any questions or anything, hit me up, and I'll answer any question you ask. And as always, guys, thanks for everything.